What made you see that you were calling the shots? In my family, every child had to surrender their first year's salary to fund the eldest daughter's wedding. I found out this was bullshit when I was cleaning out my grandmother's attic. Hidden in a shoebox were letters between my parents from before we were born. Mom had written, "The wedding fund story is perfect. They'll never question giving money to their sweet sister. Better than telling them it's for your gambling debts." 23 years. 23 fucking years of watching my siblings live on ramen and borrowed couches, thinking they were honoring some sacred tradition. My sister Emma didn't even want a big wedding. She'd been begging to elope since she got engaged. But my parents kept pushing the family duty angle while pocketing every cent. I did the math that night. Between 6 kids over 2 decades, they'd collected almost $400,000. Emma's actual wedding budget, $15,000. The rest went to dad's poker games, mom's shopping addiction, and a secret condo in Miami they visited when we thought they were at marriage counseling. The rage hit different when I realized what else those letters revealed. Every family emergency that drained our individual savings. Every time they guilt-tripped us about being selfish for wanting to keep birthday money. Every lecture about building character through sacrifice. All lies designed to keep us broke and dependent. But the worst part was finding Emma's journal in the same box. She knew. She'd known for years, but kept quiet because mom threatened to blame her if the truth came out. My sister had been carrying that weight, pretending to be the excited bride while watching us destroy ourselves for her fake wedding fund. I called Emma that night. She broke down completely, admitted she'd been in therapy for years dealing with the guilt. That's when we started planning. See, our youngest brother Noah was about to start his first job, a 6-figure tech position he'd worked his ass off to get. They were already circling like vultures. Emma and I crafted the perfect trap. She suddenly became a bridezilla, demanding more elaborate plans. I volunteered to help manage the finances, since I was good with spreadsheets. Our parents were thrilled. Finally, their kids were taking this seriously. They gave me full access to the family accounts to coordinate donations. What they didn't know was that Emma had already gotten married. Courthouse wedding 6 months ago. Told no one except me. The elaborate planning was all theater. Every vendor meeting, every cake tasting, every dress fitting, we were building evidence. Recording their conversations about which casino to hit after the wedding windfall. 2 days before Noah's first paycheck, we executed. I called a family meeting, said we needed to discuss the wedding budget. Everyone showed up. All 6 kids, both parents, even the aunts who'd been cut off for not contributing. Emma wore her fake engagement ring and played nervous bride perfectly. I started the presentation professionally. Spreadsheets showing everyone's contributions. Photos of Emma's supposed venue. Then I clicked to the next slide, where the money really went. Bank statements, casino surveillance footage, the Miami condo deed, 23 years of theft, documented in excruciating detail. The room exploded. Dad tried to flip the table. Mom started wailing about ungrateful children, but I kept clicking. More evidence, more lies exposed. The fake charity they'd created to funnel money. The credit cards they'd opened in our names. The education funds they'd emptied. But Emma delivered the killing blow. She stood up, pulled out her real wedding ring, and announced she'd been married for months. "I used my actual wedding fund," she said. $50 at the courthouse. The happiest day of my life, because none of you bloodsuckers were there. The aftermath was beautiful. My siblings immediately closed their accounts. Noah donated his first paycheck to actual charity and sent mom the receipt. 2 brothers pursued identity theft charges. 1 sister got their wages garnished for the credit card fraud. The family imploded, but we siblings grew closer than ever. Our parents still send group texts about healing the family and moving forward together. We respond with Venmo requests for $66,666, $67 each, our share of the stolen money plus interest. They've stopped texting. Now Emma hosts monthly dinners for just us kids. We call it the Orphans Club and joke about our shared trauma. Last week, Noah raised a toast to Emma's wedding, the one that cost nothing and saved everything. We drank to that, finally free from the family that saw us as nothing but ATM machines in diapers.